Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. This is a tutorial video for the RadioMaster TX15, and in this tutorial video I'm going to show you how to set up your both radios so that you can do the buddy box system all for training people. Now the one radio we're going to set up as the student and the other radio we're going to set up as the instructor. So let's just a proviso. What I've done, I'm using the RadioMaster wireless system here. You can see it there. I do have a video on that product, and it does make it a lot easier because you don't need to have a wires going in between the radios. Well, basically what you do is you take your student's radio, and inside that little box in the back of the TX15 is a receiver, and you bind it to that and you're ready to go. But it's not going to be in this video, but there are other videos. You can go and check my playlist to be able to find out how to do this. So let's take a look at both the radios. Now let's take a look at the pocket radio, and we're just going to set up a basic model. Now I'm not going to actually do this in the video because I've already got videos out there to show you how to set up a basic model. But it literally, you will just have to go to models, find a spare slot, and then click on it, and that will be it. Create and come out. Then you'll end up with your model. Mine's just got the name on it so that we can see we're working on the right model. So let's take a look at the student's radio. All we need to do is we go to model, we're going to go down. I've got videos on how to do this. We will click on a spare slot, click it. Okay, let's just do it, create. Okay, now we've got our model, and we can come back out. So we've got our basic model, 4-channel model. We're going to go back into models, the settings, and we're going to go to setup, and we're going to go down until we find trainer. Okay, there it is, and it's off. Now it will be off for this type of setup because we are going to radio link these two radios together. But if you were using a cable, you would choose master jack if it's the master, and then slave jack if it's the slave. In other words, this is the student's radio. So that is all we actually need to do. Now you can see I've already set up a model. Of course, if we had been flying our model, it would already be set up. So we're assuming we've got a plane that we can fly, that the instructor flies all the time. Now these are the modifications we need to make this work. I'm just going to switch over to show you. This is the wireless system sitting in there. You can see the receiver flashing, this is bound to the pocket radio. Okay, now. So we're going to go back, we're going to look at the settings, model settings. Now, first thing we need to do is go down to trainer. Now we click enter. Now here we have to choose the option for this particular setup as master SBUS module because it's picking up the signals from the module in the bay at the JR bay in the back of the radio. Well, obviously you would select whichever if you're using a cable. So let's just click. So there's your options: master jack, slave jack, right? But we're picking that one, and we're going to come out. Now, basically, what we need to do is go along to our special functions, and you can see that we need to set up the trainer switch. Now, this allows the student to take control of the plane. So I've connected to switch SD. So if I click this, trainer mode, and I've done a sound, so we know it's in trainer mode. We come back. So there we're going to set a special function up, which is switch SD in the middle. Let's edit it, and you can see its function is trainer channels, which we can pick which channels the student is allowed to control. I would generally let them control all of them because you as the instructor can stop the take control straight away anyway. And then of course you have to enable it. So that is that, and we check it to make sure that it's on. Then I added a track, which if you've watched my previous videos of how to set up an aeroplane, you'll know how to do this. So we're just going to pick the option play track, pick the track that you've got. If the track isn't there and I've got it, it means possibly I've made my own track, which you'll be able to check my video list and see how to do that. Now that is it. It's as simple as that. So now what I want to do is grab the pocket. You won't be able to see both of the radios. When I turn the pocket on, which is here, you should hear it connect.
Welcome to Edge TX.
Now, what could have happened is that the receiver has been connected so long without being connected to the transmitter. It probably thinks it's probably in Wi-Fi mode. So all I'm going to do is turn the radio off. It's a good thing for me to film these things to show you what can happen. Generally speaking, if you set this up, you will turn both the radios on at the same time. There we go, you heard it say trainer connected. Now, I'm moving the sticks on the pocket radio. You can probably hear those. Now, the student won't get control until I do this. There we go. Now, the model's still not armed. The arming will be done by the master radio. That's obviously for safety. So let's demonstrate this now. I've got the student radio on. And so now the instructor takes off the plane. That's armed. And we take off the plane. We get to altitude. What we do is we flick the switch. Now you can see the throttle dropped because the throttle is dropped on the radio, the student's radio. So they would accelerate, they would fly. As you can see, aileron, elevator, throttle and rudder are all working. But the minute, if I was flying this aeroplane at full throttle, I turn off the student, I get control again, and you can see our throttle takes over. Now I want to show you what happens if you lose connection between the radios. So at the moment I'm flying, the instructor's flying the radio. We're going to switch over to the student's radio, and they're flying. Now something happened with the radio. I'm turning it off manually, the student's radio.
Trainer signal lost.
So the instructor would always know there's a problem and take back control. Flick this switch and then start taking control of the aeroplane. But if it comes back, this happens. So I'm turning on the student.
Welcome to Edge TX. Throttle warning. Trainer signal recovered.
So you'll hear that it's reconnected. Please ensure that you check your model settings thoroughly before arming or flying your model. Thanks for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment section below, because I'd love to hear from you, and I'll do my best to try and get back to you. Thanks for watching. Happy flying. Bye for now.